Hey, Robin Miles here. Now, I'm going to give you a top tip around change. Now, I work with a whole range of people. Now, there's lots of people who really struggle to change for whatever reason. Now, there can be underlying things such as ADHD or autism or previous traumatic kind of events, or there can be something that you, for instance, is not good for you. It's like an addiction. It's not good for you, and categorically all the logical information around it, but you still keep doing it. Like it can be like smoking or overeating, for instance, or one of the biggest ones in the work that I do is actually overworking and overgiving. Like that is an absolute massive one, because the reality is that, like turning up to work kind of drunk is unacceptable, right? But going to work and overworking and overachieving isn't. It's kind of socially accepted. And so this is almost like the biggest pandemic that there actually is because then the overwork and the overgiving and everything is just creating the stress that creates all the health, that creates kind of negative relationship with partners and children who then kind of grow up, and then there's more turbulence there and it causes bigger grief. So I don't want to overemphasize how important this is, but that's categorically what happens. Like it's like this seed. Now, if there is something for you that you're trying to change in and you've tried everything, like this is at the core of it, okay? And what I'll give you is I'll give you our template. If you click below or whatever platform you're watching on, if you just reach out to us, say that you want this template, and then I'll give it to you. And what it is basically when we get to that point of wanting to make a change, but then for whatever reason we just can't do it, what's actually been created in the brain is an automatic thought. You're literally going on automatic pilot. For instance, you might reach out to your phone before you've even cognitively thought, yeah, I better check something. It's in your hand before you know it. Like that food is in there. You've said yes to overcommitting yourself before you even thought, oh my God, I'm really busy. So what's actually happening there is that automatic thought is being generated in your brain that then drives kind of the actions and the behaviors. And that's why you can't stop it, because it's not about cognitive anymore. It's actually about breaking the cycle of this automatic thought. Now, that automatic thought that's been created in your brain is actually based on a negative mental distortion. Now, what do I mean by negative mental distortion? Negative mental distortion can be that you're defective. It can be that you catastrophize. It can be about all or nothing thinking. It can be about not feeling worthwhile. There's a whole range of negative mental distortions that are there. So what we want to do is we want to actually identify what are the situations that are occurring for us that are undesirable. What is the automatic thought that is going on in our mind that happens to then make us make that action? And then we need to look at that automatic thought and go, right, what negative mental distortion is actually at play there? Okay, I can see it. And what feelings does that actually give us, that negative mental distortion and that negative automatic thought? What does that give us? Okay, I can see that it creates these negative situations kind of for me. Okay, right, what's a more pragmatic thought then? And then how do we kind of rewire that? And then in the template, it walks you through each of these steps. Now, I found this for myself so valuable. And when I actually did this and I've done this with numerous clients now to really help them, that they've tried everything, but this is the thing that actually got the cut through, is that the negative mental automatic thought that was occurring in my brain was, for fuck's sake. That was it. That's all it was. So what it was that in my everyday life, if there was a response from me that was undesirable, that I was wanting to change, the seed of it was in that, for fuck's sake. And it might have been, oh, for fuck's sake, right, I'm going to have to push against. Oh, for fuck's sake, right, I'm going to eat something kind of wrong. Oh, for fuck's sake, right, I'm going to kind of be a bit more, blow up at the kids or whatever the case may be. Do you know what I mean? That was at the seed. And when I've done this with so many people, they write out long sentences of the different kind of situations that come up for them. But at the core, the automatic thought is something like that. Like it's something like, oh my God, or I have to, I can't believe it, like ... It's like whatever. And what we need to do is we need to identify what that automatic thought is for us. And then we need to declare war on that automatic thought. And trust me, when you identify that automatic thought, you will be horrified, because what you do is you're now bringing it into your consciousness. And I always remember that when I kind of dialed mine in, I was like, okay, cool. I filled in the automatic thought record for that. I was like, that's good. And I was aware of it. And then I was like, oh my God, every single day, multiple times per day, I am running on that automatic thought. And it horrified me, and I corrected it. And now I don't have that thought in my mind anymore. It doesn't drive my behaviors anymore, And so highly recommend it. And download the worksheet, fill in for yourself. If you need any help, if you've got any questions, then reach out. I just wanted to give it to people because it is the thing that actually makes the difference. But if you do anything, then let me know. All right, see you next time. Bye now.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Feel free to share with friends and check out what's up next for more videos from my channel.